Hi, welcome back. For today's video, I'm going to be showing you a tutorial on how to get the most perfect summer makeup. It's like the ultimate summer makeup that will never fail. It looks good for any occasion, and I have found what I think is like the perfect combination of products to get like the perfect look every single time. So let's get into it. All right, I'm going to first start by clipping my hair back just to get it out of my face, but this makeup look it's not too intense, it's pretty simple, it's pretty light on the skin, but it just looks so perfect, and it's like the perfect combination of like glowy and bronzy and shimmery, and it just looks amazing for the summer. And it's also lightweight, so it helps with the heat. The first products that I'm going to start off with is my skincare, because this is a very skincare heavy look as well as makeup, but it all starts with the base. So if you have a perfect base, it just makes the makeup application so much better. So I'm starting off with my vitamin C serum here. I just want my skin to look as hydrated as possible and just look really healthy. And then I'm going in with a little bit of Glow Serum. This is a Korean skincare brand. I got this at TJ Maxx, I think. That's what it looks like, but it's a glow serum with niacinamide in it. So we love all the glowy products. And I'm going to put on just a little bit of eye cream as well from Good Molecules. And then after that, I'm going in with moisturizer. I'm using this one from First Aid Beauty, the Ultra Repair Cream. It's my favorite moisturizer of all time. And I am going to mix that with some of the Saie Super, what is it called? The Saie Glowy Super Gel. And then this essentially will be my primer. My skin prep is done, so I'm hopping right into makeup, and I'm starting off with the Palladio Under Eye Brightener, and I'm just going to put a little bit on before I do my concealer. I'm just going to put a little bit on my finger, just the smallest amount on my under eyes. And I'm taking this concealer brush from Amazon, and I'm just going to blend that out. And for today's look, this is going to be more of kind of like an underpainting situation. So I'm going in with my concealer next. And I'm using the LA Girl Pro Conceal. And I'm just putting a small amount on my face. And I'm blending it out with the same brush. Now I'm going in with my bronzer next, and I'm using the Rare Beauty bronzer stick in the shade Bright Side. And this is what the color looks like. And I'm just going to put that all around my face where I normally apply my bronzer. I'm putting a little bit on my eyelids as well. And I'm going to blend that out with the dual-ended e.l.f. complexion brush, and I'm going to take the big side first, just blend out my cheeks and all over my face. This stuff blends so good, so smooth. And I'm going to take a little bit on my jawline as well. And then I'm going to use the smaller end to blend out my nose. And I always bring that into my eyes for a more seamless blend. Okay, and like I said at the beginning, this is more of like a underpainting kind of look, so I'm going to take a little bit of the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion, and I'm just going to apply that lightly all over my face. So I'm just putting it on the back of my hand first, and then spreading it out, and I'm just lightly like putting that all over. And then I'm going to take this Refi Beauty brush. I'm going to use this side and just kind of like lightly blend that in all over. And it's just going to give me even more like a glowy look. But it's also very light, so you'll be able to see all the makeup underneath it that I already applied. With this look, I didn't want to do like a foundation or anything because I still kind of like my freckles to show and stuff. I don't want it to be like a super full coverage look, but I still, you know, want to look like I have makeup on. So I feel like this product, the Lumi Glotion, does that perfectly because it gives your skin a really pretty like glow, but it also isn't super heavy or full coverage, so your skin can also shine through. But after that, I'm going to go straight in with blush, and I'm using this cream blush by Fenty Beauty. This is in the shade Petal Poppin', and the reason I'm using this one today because it's like shimmery and so pretty, and it's like the perfect pink summer blush. So I'm taking my normal blush brush, and I'm going to go in with that. I'm just lightly applying that all over my cheeks. And I like to bring it up towards my temple too. I'm going to go in with just a little bit more bronzer just to like add a little bit more definition to my face. So I'm using the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer. I'm just taking a little bit more of that on the same brush that I used to blend out the cream bronzer. And just going to apply that very lightly. I don't know, just adds a little bit more definition to the face. And a little bit more color. But that's literally it. So not very much, just enough to bring a little extra something to the cheeks, but nothing too crazy. Moving on to powder products, I am using powder bronzer and powder blush today just to kind of set everything since, you know, it's very hot in the summer, and if you're hot and sweaty, your cream products I feel like can kind of melt off. So I do like to add a little bit more powder to my face just to really set everything in and make sure it's going to last. So I am going to go in with the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder. This is what it looks like. Just a really basic bronzer. This is in the shade Natural. And I want like a shimmery bronzer, but I don't have a shimmery bronzer, so I'm going to mix this with the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter, and that's what it looks like. So I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to dip into the bronzer, and then I'm going to dip into the highlighter. So I'm just kind of mixing them together to make it like a shimmery highlighter, and applying that all over my cheeks. So you don't always need to buy new products, you can combine things and make your own. And this works perfect. This is not a super intense highlighter, so it works really good with the bronzer. And it kind of just gives you like that perfect glow on your cheeks without overdoing it. And I'm adding a little bit of that on my eyelid as well. I'm not doing a whole eye look, so this will kind of brighten it up. And then I'm going to add a little bit of something after. For powdered blush, I'm using this little mini NARS Orgasm blush that I have. This is like really pretty because it's super shimmery, but it's also very pink. So I feel like this will look perfect today with the look. So I'm going to take this brush from IT Cosmetics. It's just a very like fluffy brush, and I'm going to dip into that and start applying that on my cheeks. And I just want to look kind of like sun-kissed. I'm a little sunburnt, but also I want to keep it glowy. I'm just kind of putting that all over. I'm putting a little bit on my forehead and my chin as well. That NARS blush is so pretty. Like, my cheeks look so glowy from that. I love it. Now for the eyes, when I said I'm going to add a little something else, I'm adding blush. So I'm just taking a little bit of that same blush on a little eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to kind of apply that all over. I don't know, just adds a little something to the eyes and it keeps them shimmery and bronzy, but it's nothing too crazy. I already filled in my eyebrow, so I'm just going to take a little bit of the NYX, the brow glue, and run that through. And I am going in with a little bit of highlighter today just to kind of finish off the look and give me that little extra glow. So I'm using the Fenty Beauty highlighter today. This is the Duo highlighter in the shade Kilowatt. Looks like that. So I'm going to take a little bit of this one right here with a small brush like that and just put it on the cheeks and on the high points of my face, but not adding too much. And then I am going to take a small brush and put a little bit of this on the inner corner of my eye, but I'm going to take the more glowy one just to make the inner corners pop. Now moving on to mascara. I do want my eyelashes to look very long and pretty today, so I'm going to curl my lashes first. If you want a good lash day, curling them is a must. It makes the biggest difference. Alright, once that's on, I'm taking my favorite mascara, the e.l.f. Lash and Roll. If you want your lashes to look long and pretty, use this. And I'm just going to start coating that on. Last up we have lips, and I'm using the Essence What a Tint, and I'm just putting that all over my lips. And then once that's on, I wait like, I don't know, probably like 30 seconds, and then I take like a little tissue and then I wipe it off. And it just gives my lips like the perfect like pink tint. But after that, I'm going to go into the lip liner, and I'm taking the NYX lip pencil in the shade Natural. That's what it looks like. And I'm just going to outline my lips with that. And to finish off the lips, I'm adding a little bit of lip gloss, and I'm using this lip oil that I got on Amazon. And just topping it off with that. Alright, and that is it. This is my summer makeup look that I have been loving. I'm going out with some friends today, so this is the makeup look that I'll be rocking, and it's perfect. It's lightweight, it looks good, it looks glowy, it looks bronzy, looks hydrated. It's just, I don't know, honestly what I've been loving lately. So if you're looking for the ultimate summer makeup that will not fail you, I recommend trying this. So thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!